Okay, let's talk about fixtures, and we use the acronym MARIA, M-A-R-I-A, to remember the tests for a fixture. And the M, it deals with the method of attachment. In this case, we have these cabinets. Now, these cabinets, when they were on the truck coming in, they were personal property because they moved. But once we attach them to the house, incorporate them into the house, then they become a fixture, and they're therefore real property. Okay, so that's the method of attachment, and this one is, matter of fact, these are probably screwed in or nailed into the wall. Okay, the second one, A, is adaptability, and what that talks about would be like a key to a house, and the key fits the lock, so it would go with the house. That's what the A is. R is relationship with the parties, so you have buyer-seller, which is an adversarial relationship, and what that means is that we have a buyer who is, of course, buying the property, a seller who's selling it, and they may actually have differing ideas regarding their intent, and that's where the I comes in for Maria. And the intent of the buyer, the intent of the seller. And we've run into some situations like with satellite dishes and things where the seller thought that it was personal property, he could take the satellite dish with him, and the, of course, buyer thought it was real property and stay with the property. And of course, this is one of those great big large dishes, not one of those ones that you'd see on the side of the house right now. And then of course we have A, which is agreement. And now when there's a conflict of intent, then we use the agreement, which is the purchase agreement, to figure out exactly what is real property and what is personal property. So if you had a situation where you had something that was could go either way, then you'd want to put that in your actual purchase agreement. In this kind of situation here, these are pretty obvious that these cabinets are going to be real property and they're going to be a fixture. And of course a built-in dishwasher as well. Okay. And then when you have a range that is built into the cabinets, it would be considered real property. Like this microwave oven would be considered real property and a fixture because it's built in. Now if this microwave was sitting on top of the counter and was just a portable microwave, it would be considered personal property, not real property. But since this one's built in, it would be considered real property. And the, matter of fact, with a gas range, with also an oven, this a lot of times will be attached with a 220 type wiring and would be considered real property. However, if you have a portable dishwasher, which would be not, when this is a built-in one, if it's portable, it might be considered personal property, whereas this is going to be considered real property because it's built in. Okay, so that's going to be Maria, which is our tests for a fixture.